You're watching Carolina and Company Live, your source for fun, entertainment, and events. With your host, Amanda Kinseth and Cecil Chandler. If it's happening in the area, then it's on Carolina and Company Live.
And hello, everybody. Welcome to
Carolina and Company Live.
That's
Hi,
right.
I'm Rose Rock, your co-host this week with Cecil, and we've got a great show lined up for you today.
You got that right. A lot of fun stuff. There's always something going on. If you want to know about it for the PD area or the Grand Strand, this is a show you got to watch because we're going to let you know about it. All right? You know what I'm talking about? We're going to talk about the soccer team here today. We've got a book, an author's here, and also from, let's see, Art and Soul. That's right. Rita's here today. But first off, what do we need to do, Rose?
I think we should check the weather.
Let's check on it.
I'll tell you what, if you like summer weather, it's beautiful out there for you. We did have some clouds over the weekend, but that temperature's at bay. Surfside Pier camera showing the beach packed right now, and I anticipate this to be the case for many days for the week ahead. Not every day, though. We do have a chance for thunderstorms out there. Slim chance of a stray shower or thunderstorm out there for us today. 20% chance or less for the entire area. We will see skies gradually become partly sunny during the afternoon as a few more of these clouds kick in, except for down by the beach where the sea breeze should keep most of those clouds away from the immediate coastline. Conditions tonight, partly cloudy to mostly clear and pretty mild. Out there already, though, into the upper 80s in Florence, 90 in King Street, mid to low 80s down by the beaches. That sea breeze will keep those temperatures at bay into the mid 80s for your highs. Low 90s, though, away from the coastline, something we avoided all weekend long with those 90-degree temperature readings out there. Unfortunately, it looks like for the inland areas, we're going to be seeing every single day for the days ahead, at least through the next 7 in the 90s. The Grand Strand forecasting highs knocking on the door of 90 or almost 90 for Tuesday and Wednesday, even seeing 90 for a high for your Wednesday. Thursday and Friday, though, our rain chances go up as a cold front approaches and stalls out across the Carolinas, keeping us with scattered showers and thunderstorms, mainly during the afternoon and evening hours, especially for the inland areas. Before that front gets here, though, we are cranking up the heat to the mid-90s inland. Tuesday and Wednesday, area-wide heat index values up around 100 degrees, but those temps come down a little bit as we go to the end of the week and your weekend as those clouds increase along with those rain chances. It looks like rain chances will start to taper off as we go through your Saturday into Sunday.
Weather is brought to you by A&I Fire and Water Restoration.
Good afternoon, Carolinas. I'm Crystal Costa, and here's what we're working on today. The search continues for a missing woman last seen in North Myrtle Beach on Saturday. Now an incident report is shedding new light on the moment her husband realized she was missing. Plus, construction starts today on turn lanes on Carolina Forest Boulevard. Find out how this will affect your commute. And speaking of the roads, are you being cheated at the gas pump? Our own Mark Liverman takes a look in his special report, making sure you're getting what you pay for while fueling up your car. Those stories and more tonight for your news at 6.
It's now time for Amanda's Baby Cast, sponsored by Kangaroo Pouch. And guess what? You get to see a beautiful picture of Sammy.
Yeah, these are 4th of July pictures. They were having a party. Check out the flag on Charlie. They're all down at the beach having a good time. Amanda, I miss you, darling, so hurry up and come back here. That's it, Amanda's Baby Cast. Now I got to talk a little bit about Rose. Rose is my co-host today now, and in case you don't know, her son is Chris Rock, the movie star. There he is. There's a picture of Chris, and he looks like his mom, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
He does, doesn't he? And let's see, we've got something else too. There's another son, Jordan, right?
Well, there are 3 comedians in the family now. Jordan is the last.
And Jordan, we got something from Jordan too. All right, we're going to show you something from Jordan. He sent us a little tape, and he wanted to say something too, you know, in leading up to the show. And do we have Jordan?
Hello, Mother. Have a good time hosting the show. I'm glad you're the new co-host to Carolina and Company. Tell Cecil I said hi, and have a good show. Bye.
All right, we were waiting on something from Chris, but it didn't come in. Let me tell you a little bit about her. She's written a book called Mama Rocks Rules. Now, this is about raising 10 children and 17 foster kids. There it is, Mama Rock Rules. And, you know, how did you come about writing this book, Rose?
Because people wanted to know what the rules were.
So you had to lay them out?
Yeah, and so we started with, I think we started with Rodale books, and then Harper came in and kind of offered me, you know, something I couldn't refuse.
You got
So
that right.
We did it with Harper, and it turned out to be a book instead of a coffee table book.
Well, that's good. All right, we'll talk more about Rose. She's here all week long, sitting in for Amanda, who's out on maternity leave. Now we want to tell you about something going on, okay? This is coming up July the 18th, right down in Surfside Beach. We're talking about the Surfside Police Department. They're having a charity pancake supper at the Golden Egg, one of my favorite places to eat.
And the funds will go to the South Carolina Law Enforcement
Torch Run.
That's spelled wrong, but
I know
Torch
it. Don't
Run.
tell them that. I typed it.
The supper will be from 4 until 7, and members of the police department will be serving.
That's right. The Golden Egg's located at 415 Highway 17, the middle of Surfside, and I'll be there. Hope you'll be there July the 18th, and that's from 4 until 7, and you're talking about some good old pancakes.
Sounds
well,
good.
A lot of people had a lot of things doing over the 4th of July. I was down at the beach on the weekend of 4th of July, and I ran into a bunch of young ladies from Johnsonville, and they wanted to take a picture with me and put it on TV. Now, let me tell you, my wife was there. She was standing over there behind the camera where they were taking the picture, so I was just there. These girls are young girls in their 20s, and it was a pleasure for me to take a picture with these young ladies, and there you are, you Johnsonville girls, and they were all down at the beach with their boyfriends and having a good time for the 4th. All right, let's find out about today. Today is Monday, July 7th, and this is Father and Daughter Take a Walk Together. That sounds great.
Oh, wow.
And it's also Take Charge of Change Week.
Take charge of change. Okay, well, I mean,
that's money, change? I don't know.
No, because everybody, there are changes in your life that you need. So this is a good week, at least, you know.
I can believe it. Yeah. All right, let's check out birthdays today, 1927. Let's check out Doc Severance. He's 87 years old. He's the band leader for Johnny Carson's Tonight Show. You remember that. He's still around.
Still around.
1940, let's check out as Ringo Starr. He is...
Ringo is 74 years old?
That's right. He replaced Pete Best as drummer for the Beatles, and every time a Beatles song plays, I'm sure Pete Best cries. 1992, Sophie Simmons, she's 22. She's a singer, daughter of Gene Simmons, of course, and competed in the 2012 X Factor season. And I didn't put a picture up, but my granddaughter is 7 today. Vera Grace, happy birthday to you, darling. All right, today in history is 1949. Dragnet premiered on radio. Also on TV in 1951 and 67. You remember what he said? Just the facts, ma'am. Just the facts. You remember that?
Yeah.
All right. 1965, Otis Redding records Respect. Now from the Know-It-All department, you ready?
Ready.
What? All right, here it is. What is the largest bra size in the world?
Oh, my God.
Take a guess, Rose.
About a 60G?
Not even close. Arlington, Virginia's Annie, who has a size 102 ZZZ.
Oh, my God.
I can't even imagine how big that is. Twice as big as my head.
Like an elephant.
That is. That's unbelievable. And that's from the Know-It-All department today. You learn something on this show all the time.
Every day. Every day.
We got a lot coming up. Stay with Rose and I. We'll be right back with some more interesting things on Carolina and Company Live.
Hello? Checking out your profile, and it looks like you're doing a lot of fun stuff. I didn't even know there was a festival last weekend.
Oh, it was great, Betty, and get this. We got in with free tickets from Carolina and Company Live.
That's right. Carolina and Company Live is a fun and entertaining show that lets you know what's happening in the area. From guests and magic to music and giveaways. So come have fun with us. Weekdays at noon on WPDE News Channel 15.
Carolina and Company Live, it's a show for the community, about the community. We focus on events going on, local businesses, things that families can do together. And when I moved here, I not only fell in love with the beach, but the people here and the community. And I feel so privileged to be a part of a show like this, where we get to help the community and go out and meet them and just have fun with them and hopefully provide a fun show and an enjoyable show for them to watch.
Welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. And guess what? We have an author here today.
You got that right. Aloris mom has written her first book. It's called Lulu's Cafe. And it's a contemporary women's fiction that starts in Washington and moves to South Carolina. T.I., better known as Tanya. How you doing?
Great. Thank you for having me.
It's good to be here. Now, tell me about the book. How did it come about?
Well, you know, a great something that's very close to my heart is domestic violence.
Right.
I've got several women in my life that have been affected by it, and I wanted to write an inspiring book to shed some light on that.
Right, so this is a fiction book, and it starts in Washington, and it comes all the way down to South Carolina.
That's correct.
All right, now how long did it take you to write this? This is a pretty big book.
Roughly 6 months.
6 months? Okay. Now, did you have any help with doing it, or how'd you do it?
I just wrote it.
You just said, is it that easy to write a book, Rose?
Not for me.
Oh, because she's written one too. But
Yeah.
all right, now anything in here is some of this maybe you lead from actual things that happened in your life.
Yes, things that I've witnessed. I wanted to, shed some light on it. I wanted my readers, they'll follow the main character, Leah, as she struggles to free herself from about a decade worth of abuse. And she comes to, her journey brings her to Rivertown, South Carolina, where she meets the Southern Belle, Lulu. And the charming town just brings her in and helps her heal.
Rivertown, you made that name up?
Yes.
Okay, all right, that's good. Now, I've got to ask this question. Where can I find the book?
Oh, all kinds of great places.
Okay.
Amazon.com, BooksAMillion.com, BarnesandNoble.com, and I've got some great local businesses. Miles Bailey at Loris Drug Store, he's got a great gift shop, and he's been carrying the book for me. Nice Pharmacy in Conway is carrying it, and there's a restaurant at the beach called Lulu's Cafe, and that sweet lady.
We've had her on the show before.
Yes, she's a darling, and she's carrying the book as well.
Well, that is so neat.
Lots of great places to pick it up.
All right, I've got to ask you this. Do you have plans to write another one?
I already have.
What?
Coming Home Again.
Coming Home Again? You've already written another book?
Yes, and it's actually being reviewed by 2 separate literary agencies as we speak.
Wow.
Wonderful.
And you can get more information on that, my website, tilo.com. All the great stuff on there about it.
All right, so we can find out about it. Lulu's Cafe, you can find it at all the famous places. T.L. Lowe, better known as Tony.
Tanya.
Tanya. I'll get it right.
T.I. That's all right.
I'll get it right. And you pointed out I spelled wrong on the card. There's a lot of misspells on this card, I promise you.
No.
Tanya, thank you for being on the show. All right. Tell them, Rose, we'll be right back with some more stuff.
We'll be right back. Stay around.
And welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. Now we got the Myrtle Beach Mutiny soccer team here with us now, Rose.
Yeah, we're sitting here with Duncan and Jose.
Right.
Yeah.
They got a big game tonight.
Tonight you're doing Wilmington, the Wilmington Hammerheads. What do you think is going to happen? What's the finish going to be like?
It's going to be a tough game for us. They're a professional team, so they're getting paid to play. That's their job.
Ooh.
So it's an exhibition game. We're trying to get more fans down to the game, but at the same time, it's a big test for us, and we're going into it full of confidence that we can get a result from it.
All right, now tell them where you're from.
I'm from near London in England.
All right,
Yeah,
these guys
I caught that.
17 different countries, these guys now. Jose, where are you from?
I'm from Venezuela.
All right, now, and how do you like Myrtle Beach area?
I like a lot.
Do you?
It's kind of the same of my city. So.
Oh, okay. Now, y'all got 2 games left. Where can y'all finish, Duncan? What does it look like for the team?
A few results haven't gone our way this week, so we can't finish top of the conference anymore, but we're second at the minute, and if we get a result on Friday, which is our next home game, then we can finish second in the conference.
All right, now Friday's game, y'all are helping with the Miracle League, right?
Yes, yeah. So July 8th, 9th, and 10th, we got a Miracle League camp going on. So a couple of us players will be down there helping out with that, just trying to get everyone involved in the sport of soccer.
Well, let me tell you, Miracle League's an unbelievable outfit, and boy, they help a lot of kids too.
Yeah.
They do. Rose, you ever played soccer?
Never played soccer. I'm not a sports person. I never wanted to get dirty, never wanted to get bruised. Isn't that something?
I know it. Did your kids play soccer?
They have played soccer. They played everything.
Well,
but believe it or not, now I do a little one-on-one basketball.
What, one-on-one basketball?
Yeah.
Oh,
in my old age.
Oh, I hear you. All right, guys, the big games tonight. Tell them where it's going to be.
7 o'clock, Ashley Booth Stadium, next to Myrtle Beach High School.
All right, now, y'all been turning how many people have been coming to these games? Listen to this.
We've been getting 300 to 400 for most games, but we want to get as many people down there. Hopefully, if we can double that, that would be even better for us.
That would be a big time. Now, you got to understand, these guys y'all are professionals to me. You've been playing soccer. How long, Jose? How long have you been playing?
Since I was 5 years old.
5 years old,
Wow.
Duncan?
5 as well.
5 years old?
Yeah.
So you know a little bit about soccer?
Yeah,
A little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, and you
Just
didn't bring
a
a
little
soccer
bit.
ball.
Not today. We had it last time.
I know we had it last time. We're going to kick it around, let Rose kick it around a little bit. Well, we thank you guys for being here. There's so much going on. Don't forget, tonight, tell them one more time, what time the game starts?
7 o'clock, Ashley Booth Stadium, next to Myrtle Beach High School.
if you want to see some good soccer. And then Friday night, what time's the game?
At 7 o'clock.
And y'all are playing the Upward Stars.
Yeah.
All right, good luck, guys. Come on, let's do second place at least. Can we do that?
Thank you.
Come on, we can do it. All right. Stay with us, everybody. We'll be right back. We got more stuff coming up. I think Rita's next from Heart and Soul. Stay with us.
Soul has the perfect gift.
And that's giving an art class to a friend or a session, and our prices are very, very reasonable. I just think everybody loves art, and we can teach you how to paint, we can teach you how to draw, we can teach you how to make jewelry, and it's the perfect gift.
The perfect gift at Art and Soul in Myrtle Beach.
Welcome back. Now we're about to talk to Rita Levine from Art and Soul.
You got that right. Let me tell you, this lady has got everything in the world here. From art to jewelry to anything you're looking for. Rita, good to have you today, honey.
Thanks, Cecil. Thank you. So nice to meet you.
Now, what are we going to talk about?
Well,
got a lot going on.
I have good news and bad news, but it's not really bad news. We closed the cafe.
Right, okay.
Because as good as our coffee was, people didn't come in. But the good news is I had a classroom there, but I've moved it over to the original gallery. The original gallery, of course, is still open, carrying all our wonderful jewelry and art and pottery and everything. But I opened 2 rooms, took down a wall. It's a bigger classroom.
Yeah.
We've already used it for 3 arty parties, and we have classes, a lot of classes. The summertime's not as good. But Alex Powers, who's my dear, dear friend, who is Myrtle Beach's renowned artist, shows in my gallery, and he wants to teach a class on painting. And so call the gallery and get the information.
And find out more about it. I mean, there's a lot going on there. If you're looking for a hobby or something to do to increase your painting ability or anything.
We have jewelry making classes.
Jewelry making.
Fabulous.
Oh, that
I'm going to
sounds
send
wonderful.
my wife over there where she'll quit buying it and she'll start making it.
It's fun. It's really fun. It's every Tuesday afternoon with Kathy Hatch, who does bold jewelry.
Oh, okay.
That's the name of hers. And we have oil painting and acrylics and Zentangle and colored pencils. So come on over and take a class.
That's right. You can find one-of-a-kind art in there, too. I mean, it's just...
Oh, yeah.
These art, people say, I want a one-of-a-kind. Well, that's where you need to go and look and do that.
I like to carry unusual and really cool stuff. And so, and then also don't forget, gather 4 people, minimum 4, and come and have your own arty party. In other words, bring your bottle of wine or whatever.
Sounds good to me.
If you don't drink, bring your own Cokes or whatever. But we have a blast, and we need at least 4 for that, and that's not hard to do. And it's $35 a person, and we have a fabulous teacher, and you can pick out what you want to paint, and
just come do it.
Yeah.
There it is. We just had the phone number up there, how to
great.
get in touch with Rita to set it up. And if you've never been to Art and Soul, just go by one time and look. That's all it takes. And if you go by one time, I promise you, you'll go back. And they carry books. You have Rose's book there?
Yes.
And now you're going to have you put Lulu in there,
Yes.
Lulu's Cafe.
Yes, and I have wonderful books. I have children's books and cookbooks for kids and regular cookbooks, and they're all local artists.
All right. Well, thanks, Rita, for being here. We appreciate you,
Thanks,
my darling.
Cecil.
All right. We're going to be right back. We might have a little time to talk some more. How about that?
Sounds good to me.
All right. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Welcome back to Carolina and Company Live.
That's right. Rose Rock, my co-host this week. Your first day, I've got to ask you, how'd the first day go?
It went well. And,
Did it?
I love meeting the people.
That's a lot of
So
fun.
it's been great.
You missed a little bit of everything, and it's so exciting to talk to these soccer guys.
Oh.
They're from all over the world, man. We've got 17 countries represented. And game tonight and Friday night, so you got to check it out. And don't forget Lulu's Cafe. Find that book almost anywhere. And we thank Rita for always coming to be on the show with us because she's always got some interesting stuff to talk about. All right, you can be ready for day 2.
Wonderful jewelry. So
You'll be ready for day 2 tomorrow?
I am ready.
Okay.
I am
Did you get nervous today?
No, not really nervous. I just,
Yeah, I get nervous every day.
had to kind of come into it.
That's right. My producer just said he gets nervous every day, too, when I'm here.
Oh, he gets nervous.
That's what he just told me. I know you do, Brandon. All right, thank y'all so much for joining us. If you want to know what's going on in the area, always tune in to Carolina and Company Live. Tell your friends about us because this is where it all happens. Thanks so much. Tell them bye, Rose.
Bye-bye. See you tomorrow.